Welcome inside a sold-out O-Dome in Gainesville, Florida. They are hoping to see an outright SEC by Bob Smith. Mississippi State wins the tip in the road black. Florida in the home white. Our official starting lineup, Micah Handlockton starting tonight in place of Thomas Houck, who is out for precautionary reasons.
Take his game to another level, and that was a great drive right there. And give the assist to Ruben Chinyelu when he screened off his man.
Inside feed, and that is caught. In and out. Rebound tapped around into the hands of Handlockton. Here's Lee with a second effort. That was rejected. Boogie Flan jarred it loose. Lee, lob, Flan pays it off. That's up. Walled off and throws an interception. It's Lee again. Handlockton draws talk, Richard, about Florida's offense, and rightfully so. They've been very good. Interestingly, Todd Golden told us the longest win streak in the SEC going right now at 9.
They have the highest defensive rating in the players that can move their feet, switch in emergency situations. They're going to be tough to handle.
Good inside feed to Jamarion Davis Fleming.
To the bigs, and the bigs are finishing with authority.
Boogie Flan coming off 14 points, handful of assists, no turnovers.
And really good defense all year long, but he's settling in on the offensive end as of late.
Hubbard catch and shoot. That's a 3. And you need that.
Decent games, but falling back down in the last 2.
A chore off the pump fake, drive, backs it in. Oh,
good effort.
Lee kick out, Condon passes up a 3. Weaving, spinning, and laying it in. Past Quincy. State has made its last 4 field goals. On top by 1, McGee makes it 5 in a row for the Bulldogs.
The impact of Quincy Ballard. When they play against teams that go with small ball, they've had their problems.
What a feed down low to McGee.
That's he understands that this is a situation that you can be ready for, take advantage of a Florida team that's coming off a high. As you can see, that interior. Todd Golden, in some ways, got to figure out a way to get assessed. But nonetheless, Mississippi State has been doing things that are causing problem rebounds out of the area.
Bobjar walled off, then little okey-doke past McGee.
Well, that's a good job by him to feel for the outside jumper. He pivots again, freed himself up for a layup.
Hubbard does not need much space.
Struggling as of late, because when you have a 46-point performance, teams are dialed up to stop you.
Oh, upstairs, big and big. And
the front line, and those two guys with the connection. Alex Condon always with his head up.
Great feed inside to Ballard with the one-hand cockback. Hey, fading away.
I tell you, the Jabari McGee, he's a strong-bodied guard, the transfer from UAB.
And a foul on Achor. He was fouled, taken to the rack by Achor. Double. Like Flan knows what he does well, and he's playing within himself now in his first season on campus. Handlocked. Step back 3, Hubbard. First miss from the floor. Lee on the run out, 3-on-2. Lob. Brown backs it in. C.J. Ingram, his first minutes of the night. Open 3. Knocks in the catch and shoot.
And we talked about the...
Lee with the ball on a string out to Ingram. Back to back.
Many times expectations come from the outside. Preseason pick to win the SEC, which they have done. But when you talk about replacing 3 guards and
sends Jamarion Davis Fleming to the line. Coming up next, we'll send you to 7 of their last 8, including back-to-back to Ole Miss and Oklahoma. Back-to-back miss. King Grace, shuffle, and too hot to handle for Ballard.
Offense could be an option right now to see if you can get an easy possession and steal it back. Get the ball on your side.
Condon through the bomb, got the friendly. Oh, erased by Chinulu.
Incredible block. Chinulu getting that at the apex.
That he just attacks every possession and was recently added to the Lakers nationally. It's amazing the jump that he has made from your
aim to move and dislodge players out of the way to give his team extra possessions.
Off the mark, here comes Lee. One hand pass to Flan. Back out Lee for three. One and done trip down the floor.
It's easier to shoot shots around defenders than shooting over the top. And there's a beautiful move. Talk about going in many times. And he gets the ball, he's comfortable making decisions with the ball all around the court.
Lee to Condon, no, hand locked him with a tap back. Scoops to find he play to this point. Brown off the bounce. Trying to back down the smaller McGee. Forced it up, no. Handlocked and taps it into the hand. Behind the back to a Chore. Home run pass. Condon puts it down.
It's an out. So those two. Boogie Flan with his head up.
Will they count the bucket? Lucas Sato.
It was worthy of the continuation. Good job by this crew to get that one right.
And Epps pays it off. A three. Condon felt the double. Went up with it anyway and dropped it down for two.
Now that's great recognition moves against a double team.
Backdoor feed, Matsura corralled and drops it in. A soft touch for the sophomore from Slovenia. Three ball, Brown rattles it home. In his work ethic and his attitude, got back to being the eighth man as Klobuchar picks off the inbounds pass. Bounce pass and a late.
That's a situation right there. If you're Quincy Ballard, sometimes you have to understand. And over on the sideline.
Ballard goes to the bench, 7 foot 260.
This issue is keeping Chinulu off the offensive glass. You lose a little bit of beef with Ballard on the sideline.
Brown left his defender behind. A look at the shot clock from Flan, 5 to go. Lobs into Condon. Felt the contact from a Chore and wisely draws.
Say thank you so much for that one right there. You gave me an easy deuce.
For a stretch there, Todd Golden was really run with 8, sometimes even 9, like tonight with C.J. Ingram, who banged 2 threes earlier.
In the Fukon and Duke, you might not be able to go deep into your roster, but as time has started to go, they have been able to go a little bit more as far as their depth is concerned.
Bulldogs trying to hang around here over the final 90 seconds of the first half. Flan, lob, deflected by Grace, and there is Chinulu. Golden has already burned his only challenge. It was unsuccessful earlier in the game. Well, the SEC Carolina has won 3 in a row in 6 of the last 7 SEC tournaments. They are 53% from the field. Flan over the top, splashes it. Hubbard with still 5 seconds to go. Weaving through the defense, banks it in. And Mississippi State closes the George. Tracked down by Jamarion Davis, Fleming. And now Hubbard. Back up to Epps. Buries a 3. He had just 5
for possession because of the hustle of Jamarion Davis Fleming. Dropping back into a 2-3 zone.
And Lee.
The Gators.
Smaller lineup on the floor now for Mississippi State as a Chore goes to the bench to get some treatment, and Ballard starts the second half on the bench with 3 fouls. Getting to the cup for 2.
Good job. Do a little screen-to-screener action.
Jamarion Davis Fleming.
It is the crease that he needs and the elevation for the dunk.
Former top 100 recruit out of the state of Mississippi has been a pleasant surprise. Chinulu. And a flash, step back to Condon. Left hand off the side of the rim. Chinulu right back. No, tap in is good from Condon. Pinball. And the final has just occurred in the Alabama game, and with the Tide losing, now Florida has clinched.
Particular situation. And Ballard checks right into the game and immediately picks up. Mississippi State, solid defense, and did a great job on boxing out where the loose ball even hit the deck. But Florida staying after it. Get back at him. Here's Josh Hubbard, an elite scorer with an easy float.
First points of the half for the #2 scorer in the SEC. Condon goes reverse. 17 points. Meanwhile, JDF at the line.
A promising freshman has to improve. And there he is, knocking one down on that second attempt.
Flam for three. Yes. Up, step back three. In response, knocks it down. Hubbard's scoop pass was deflected out of bounds by Klobjar.
The guard play. This year, it's been the rim finishing ability and the playmaking of the bigs carrying the load.
Josh Hubbard draws a foul. Well, this is the final. Just the Gators.
That's going to be something to watch. A top 5 matchup. The best athletes in the.
A rare double miss at the line for Josh Hubbard. Inside hand locked in. Chimulu got his own miss. Here's Hubbard off the bounce. Weaving through the baseline. Kick out McGee. Bangs a three from the corner. Off the curl. Ingram. Falling point.
That's good basketball right there. Florida used that floppy set to get those two guards freed up. That time Ingram makes a good decision.
Man, his job. Fourth foul on Florida, second on Klobjar. This time he does complete the three-point play. Fadeaway jumper. Here comes Hubbard. Right to the cup. Counted in the foul. Left it short. Has missed 3 of his last 4. Chimulu, offensive rebound, lead 3. Yes! Ingram floats into Chimulu with authority. Rebounds for the Florida big man. Hand-locked and saves it. Klobjar.
He understood that this team was a special team last year, and he wanted to contribute. I love the grit that he was able to have when a lot of guys would have phoned it in.
McGee. Not going away quietly are the Bulldogs, despite their 5-11 record in league play. And locked in from Lee. That's Lee, logo. That's a 3. Klobjar feeling McGee on his hip, rolls it in. Boy, does he have some. One thing that Epps has improved on tremendously this year is on-ball defense, often drawing the other team's best guards. Sent away by Chip. Lee snaking, finding a space, and puts it down. And this crowd has not been disappointed tonight. The Florida Gators. Josh Hubbard. High school basketball is the all-time leading scorer in Mississippi State history.
Top of the standings in all of Mississippi basketball. An unbelievable career in the high school rank. Serious here with another year to go for the Bulldogs.
Already the all-time leading three-point scorer. Has hit a couple of threes tonight. Condon is. Fleming was going to catch that lob. Fleming thought it was going somewhere else. Lee saves it to Condon. Dumped out Chimulu. Back to Condon. Hammer time!
Well, he's an Australian rules football player, and he goes up over the back of him. I think that's known as a specky. Australian Joe Ingles, when I was playing professional basketball, we sit around and watch Australian rules football. My time in Spain, you learn some of those things. And there he.
Chinulu, another pass to Condon, puts it right past the freshman Davis. The 11th ranked offense in the country per KenPom. And the 4th ranked
backing on the offensive rebounding, one of the top teams in the country in that category. But they all have speed with the guards. And when you get that going right there, throwing an impact individually.
Condon got the board, flips it up and in. Lee and the maestro running the break. Here's Brown off the bounce, knocks right to the cup for 2. Bump to Xavier Lee. He's now at the line. He'll get 2 shots plus the ball. Very impactful, and of course still a lot of ball to play for the Gators.
Playing high-level ball at the right time of the season.
Chinulu has tied the...
You know, Florida just absolutely smothers you. And the duration of a 40-minute game, they come at you in waves.
Use his career here. Still has another year of eligibility. Boy, he might be rewriting all the record books by Florida bigs by the time
this team has. We talked about it, the joy that they play the game. You come out here and you beat
by 34 points, was the most ever in terms of margin of victory against a ranked opponent. What they have done,
the team that they had to win a national championship relied heavily on the offensive production, but this team can lock you up, and that's the biggest difference between last year and this year. King
off the mark, handlocked it. Come on, the effort from that young man tonight will not be denied. Handlocked it.
Look at the bigs down low with Olivier Reed. Quincy Ballard, 7 foot tall.
Joseph Berg from down. Grace, step back 3. King.
No, the Florida Gators are here for it all.
100 wins at Florida for Todd Golden. The Gators continue their quest for a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament. For Richard Hendricks, our entire ESPN crew, Matt Schumacher saying so long.